Hi all, and thanks for watching. This is the 19th video in my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough, and I thought I might actually do a bit of training to improve my character in this video. So we'll just get started and take care of some training. Alright, so I'll just pull up my journal here. Now, I don't think I'm really ready to go scout out the bandits camp in case I get discovered, and I don't really want to have to get killed there. So I thought it's probably best if I work on my actual player and see about improving some of his abilities, such as the sword and defense, different things like that. And then we can look at taking care of some of these other side quests. So let me just grab my horse.
Damn.
Let's give a whistle. There it is there. Maybe I'll grab something to eat here quick. Oh. What about this one over here? Okay. Oh, and of course my character is stuffed. But we'll just mount up and head back to Rete and maybe do a bit of sword training. So let's just do some fast traveling here. Fast travel to the mill, and we'll see what time of day I get there. Okay, so it looks like it's 4:30 in the afternoon right now. Oh, we were quite a distance away. Okay, so it's getting on to 9 o'clock now, so it's in the evening. So I guess I should rest up, and then we'll head over to the combat arena in the morning, talk to the captain about improving our character a bit. Alright. Let's just leave the horse here. And actually, seeing as the miller's there, we'll just sell off a few things here. So I'll actually use that bow. I'll keep that one. So let's check the sidekick. We'll grab a few of these items to sell off here.
God be with you.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. God be with you.
Now I should probably check those maps too. See if there's any areas that I can find whatever's hidden there. But let's take care of this first. So what do we got for extra weapons? Rid of that. And that. Okay, the rest looks okay. Well, armor here. Okay, that looks good. So we'll just check our basket and do a bit of haggling.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
Okay, we'll see if he'll go with 125.
Aye, that would do it.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just rest up here till the morning. Oh, there's Teresa.
Look at you, lover boy.
Oh, the flowers that I picked.
Teresa, I brought you something.
My, Hal. How chivalrous. That's lovely. Thank you so much.
How about another little outing with me?
You never give up, do you? That would be great. Only not just now. Come and see me in a day or two.
Okay. Probably I need to clean up at the bathhouse. Okay, so we'll just wait until 7:30 here in the morning.
I wonder what Teresa's doing now. I could stop by.
Okay, so actually I can go back and talk to her as part of the courting quest. So let's see. Let me just look here. Courtship. Go and see Teresa. So we could go talk to Teresa, although I'd like to actually head across and do some of that training. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'm pretty dirty. My armor's pretty muddy. Okay. Let's have a word with Teresa. Wherever she might be. Oh, she still seems to be in bed. Alright, so let's just head over to the training area, which is right over here. Combat Arena. And we'll see if the captain's there. After we've done some training, I'll go back for the courtship there, and we'll see what happens with Teresa. Alright, there's the captain there. So let's just do a bit of training and see if we can improve the character a bit more here.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
180.
Isn't
Let's
that
see if
quite
we
a
can't
lot?
get him down. We'll go for 170. See if he'll go for that.
Agreed. Now listen up.
Okay, so let's have a look here. Oh, Doesn't seem that I've gotten any perk points. But, let's see. Sword 6. Warfare 5. Okay.
I think I've mastered the basics of combat. Could you teach me something a bit more advanced?
I see. And what weapon are you such a master at?
I'm pretty good with a sword.
You're a bit cocky, ain't you? All right then, let's see what you can do. If you're as good as you think you are, I'll teach you some master strikes.
I'm ready.
Excellent.
Stand there, take your weapon, and fight. If you look like you know what you're doing, I'll teach you a trick or two.
Okay. I seem to be hitting him a few times. Pretty winded though.
Enough. That will do. That wasn't at all bad. All right, it seems you're ready for the next lesson. Now, pay close attention. I'll teach you the most important thing. It's good to be able to attack. It's good to be able to fend off your opponent's blows. But the best is when you're able to do both at once. A master stroke is when you parry your opponent's blow and strike him at the same time. Attack me, and I'll show you how it's done. See? I parry and strike in one move. There's no defense against this technique if it's executed well. The thing is to time it right. Block right into your opponent's strike and match your movement to his. One elegant technique and the fight is won. Try it. I'll attack slowly. You parry. Wrong! Again! Good! Well done. Ah, that's it.
Excellent. So I learned a few more techniques there.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that
Okay,
quite a
we'll
lot?
haggle again. Let's see if he'll go with 56.
Agreed. Now, listen up.
Excellent. A few more perk points. Well, a few more points.
If you want to really hurt your opponent, it's no use just flailing at him and hoping you get lucky. You need technique, but using skilled moves is no easy matter. There's no miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every duel. You've got to work those techniques into your combat, force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly.
Okay. Oh,
See? I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, and back swing low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more. Defend.
Oh.
Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go!
Okay. Right.
No! You have to strike me 3 times.
Okay.
3
Top,
times.
side, bottom. Okay.
No! You have to strike me. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. No! Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again, right away. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again, right away. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again, right away. Good. Again.
Okay. Top, side,
No!
bottom.
You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times.
Okay. There. There.
No!
There.
You have to strike
Oh.
me 3 times. 3 times. That's it. Try it once more.
Excellent. Okay. So I think we're doing all right. Let's see if there's anything else here. Practice weapon. Real weapon. I think I'll go with the practice weapon.
I'd like to train a bit, just lightly, with practice weapons.
Right. Let's get to it. What weapon would you like to try? I've got a bastard sword, a short sword. We can fight with poles. Whatever you fancy.
I still don't feel entirely competent with the bastard sword. I'd like to try that.
Right, lad. Grab your piece, and we'll get stuck in.
Okay. Man.
You asked for it.
Oh. Oh.
You call that combat?
Oh, now I'm bleeding. Really? But we were using just practice swords. Okay, let's see. Got a bandage, yep. One hit, 0%. Okay, I'm not bleeding anymore. Okay, I guess that should be good, seeing as he pretty much beat us to a pulp. Let's head to the bathhouse and we'll get them to heal us up. And then we'll go over and see Teresa again. Oh, let's see, I'll travel there. Oh, he left me with 10 health.
Yeah.
Oh. Lord Capone's horse is still here.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Heal my my wounds, bath, and laundry.
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds. Then a hot bath and laundering my clothes.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're all healed up. And our armor's all cleaned up. Alright. Let's go over and see Teresa, since we've trained up on our sword and such. A little bit of defense. Let me actually check the character quick here. Okay, so we actually have a perk here in swords. Blunt strike. Okay. A wrath strike, double stab. Binding strike. Let's see. Okay. I think I'll go with that one. Seeing as we do have a shield. Now, is our shield actually equipped? No, I don't think it is. Okay, so we have another perk in strength. So less 30 stamina when blocking with the shield. So I can go with some fighting techniques or some more carrying. I think I'll go with some more carrying for now. Okay. Well, that seems alright.
Yeah.
I should actually go over to the scribe and see about grabbing some books. Maybe I can learn a bit of skill from reading. Okay. So, courtship. Alright, so let's actually do a bit of courtship here. So this will be the third of the courtship. And we'll just talk with Teresa here.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Would you like to get up to some more mischief? It was fun the last time.
Yes, it was. I'm a bit surprised you thought so too. Although a girl doesn't get a chance to tend the wounds of a gallant defender every day. But I can't right now. Will you come back another time, please?
Wonder what time I'll have to come back.
I've brought you something.
Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune, but I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Okay, so she wants me to come back later. So let's see. So I guess I'll come back later in the day. Let's see what time it is now. Oh, it's late in the day right now, so likely I have to come early in the day. Maybe before noon. It's just after 6 now. Let's see. I'll just talk to her once more.
Do you still feel like doing something together?
But I can't right now. Will you come back another time, please?
Okay. So we'll try earlier in the day. So let's just head back into town here. And we'll see about getting some more training from maybe some of the actual shops
Hey!
that do training. See if I can't find a scribe and maybe pick some training books. Okay, let's have a quick look here. Now, are there any scribes right there? There's also an activity giver. Okay. Whereabouts is he? Right there. Oh, I'm in the private area. Well, that looked like the scribes. I did see a bunch of books. Maybe I have to go in the other side. Oh, what's this? That's the bailiff.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
I should say so. The bishop's vicar came to Ujits, and not even Sir Hanush knows what he's after in these parts. Something must be up, but I couldn't tell you more than that.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy. I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Skalitz folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
Okay, so
That's all I
this
need
is
to know.
an extra
Good luck,
task.
then.
Goodbye.
Help us build up our levels a bit. And give us something to do rather than resting the whole day before having to talk to Teresa tomorrow. Okay, so let's pull up the journal here. Aquarius. Okay, speak with Alex from Skalitz. Talk to the merchant Hagen. And then to the people who are interested in jobs. Alex from Skalitz. Okay, is that him there? Alex.
Good health to you.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the rathouse, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
Thanks. I'll go. I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation. Good luck to you.
Okay, another quest. Okay, let's talk to this other fellow here.
God save. What can I do for you?
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course. It goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home.
Okay.
Take care now.
So I wonder where I should talk to him. So let's have a look at the journal here. Around the church for the housekeeper Agnes. Okay, so let's head over to the church here. So what is this side quest, Aquarius? Okay.
Through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen.
Here we go.
God save. How may I help you? Good night.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Oh.
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumours. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month.
He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
Goodbye. Take care.
Okay. So find Father Francis and return. Ask about him and his return. Where do I have to go? Just over there. Guess if I fast travel to Jetsko, I can probably just head across. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I'm inside. Okay, so let's do a bit of fast traveling here. And we'll see if we can't get this Aquarius taken care of. I'm sure once I get back, they'll probably have gathered together the people I have to talk to about the various other jobs. Okay, so it looks like I have to head west. Oh, okay. There, I've got a torch. Don't want to end up getting fined for walking around in the dark.
Yeah.
New perk available. Okay, let's have a look at our character here. Skills. Okay, what do we got? Okay, I think I'll go with that one. Better chance of not falling off my horse, so if I do get attacked on the road, it's less likely I'll get knocked off my horse. Okay, let's have a look at the map here. Oh, he's still a fair ways away. Okay, let's just continue following the road here.
Yeah. What did you say?
Oh,
What did you
geez.
fucking say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got to keep following this road. So I want to continue west and south. Southeast. Southwest.
Yeah.
Let's have a look where we are. Oh, the road's actually north of us. So, well, it looks like I'm going in the wrong direction here. Okay, so I want to go back up to the road and go west. So
Yeah.
okay, this is the road here. Oh, someone's been hung.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the way I want to go. Wonder if I'm still on the road or just on a path here. Okay, so a bit further west and then south. Have I turned the wrong way? No, it looks like I'm going the right way.
Yeah.
Now I should be able to meet that group of people, hopefully tomorrow. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Looks like guards fighting with humans. Oh, I don't want to die here. Oh, really? Oh, no. Now, how far back am I going to be sent? Of course. Pardon me. Oh, well. That was kind of a wasted trip. I should have really quick saved there just before that happened. Okay. So talk to the merchant, look around the church, all the way back here. Okay. So it seems that I'm going to have to do a bit more here. Now, I guess I should have really saved it, and that's why it's important. As you can see, now we're all the way back here, and I'm going to have to go through these conversations
My
again.
respects to you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, of course. It goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home.
I also heard there are...
Yes, yes.
It will benefit my people.
Of course, of course.
Just skip through that dialogue. And we'll head over to the church here. Well, last time I lost some reputation when I talked to her, so this time I'll ask her a few different questions.
God save. How may I help you, good night?
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him, that he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, sure he is.
Truly. People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Father Francis no longer needs a housekeeper.
What? Don't tell me he's found a new one.
Now, if I tell her he died, is that a lie? I don't really know if he died or not.
Well, I probably shouldn't tell you. I'm afraid that's just how it is.
But that's not like him. Somebody must have been putting ideas into his head. I'll have to go back and talk to him.
But he's not at St. James's.
No? Then where is he? And why does he have a new housekeeper there?
They're sending him away, somewhere to South Bohemia. I was told they've arranged all the help he needs there already.
But what will I do?
You didn't want to drag you away somewhere else, since you've been here your whole life.
That's true, but what will he do without me? Who will take care of him?
I'm sure he'll be well taken care of. What about you? You could have a good life as Hagen's housekeeper.
Very well. I'll go and work for him then.
Good luck then.
I hope that wasn't a lie. Okay, although now I don't seem to have to head over to that location. Talk to the people who are interested in jobs. Okay, let's talk to a few people.
God watch over you, good knight, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you? Take care.
Why are you here? Bugger off.
God be with you. See you later.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to wait for that group. Although it doesn't seem that I have to actually head out to that location that was way out there this time. And I didn't seem to lose any reputation when I talked to her this time. I guess that's good. Let's see what time of day it is. So it's almost evening. Actually, let's have a look around here and see if I can't find the scribe. Maybe he's in here with the apothecary. I should buy some bandages.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
I'm feeling as good as new.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Debt. Okay. Oh, the miller's debt. Or actually my debt for him coming and taking care of me.
About that debt.
Okay, so 50 gold.
Here you are.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honour. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Okay. What about 56?
Agreed. Now listen up.
Okay, excellent. So we've learned a bit of alchemy. Actually, let's see what he has to trade here.
God save you. See you later.
Okay, I should buy some bandages. We'll go with 10 bandages. Oh, he's got some books here. Some recipes for different things. Antidote. Aesop potion. Aqua Vitalis. Omen's Brew. Huh. That sounds okay. Gold. A Lazarus potion. I like the sounds of that Bowman Brew. Maybe I'll buy that. Okay. Let's haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Alright, so?
Doesn't sound like he wants to go down too much. So let's go with $2.95.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Excellent. Okay, so we got a bit of training, and we got a new book. Store's open. Let's see if the scribe's back here. Oh, there seems to be a guard here. Don't think we're in the right location. Does show a scribe though. I saw some books up here. Unless it's just talking about the bailiff.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers, asparagus and prunes.
Okay, let's just head over to the Millers and we'll just save the game. Okay, so no horse, but if we whistle, it's like magic. Okay. So let's have a word with Teresa. She's probably going to tell me to come back again.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favour of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
Can she cook?
What's that got to do with carrying water?
Nothing, but there's a cook's job going too. Much easier than hauling water.
I don't know how good a cook she is, though. You'd better ask her yourself.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind? What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then try and get Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one else.
Okay, so actually we picked up some information from her.
Do you still feel like doing something together?
But I can't right now. Will you come back another time, please?
Okay. So let's see if we can't read that book, and then I'll just save the video here. Okay, so let's have a look at that book. There we go. Oh, okay, you don't have to study it. Okay, that kind of works out. Oh, I do have some hair meat, although it looks to be rotten. Yeah, it has no condition left, so it's probably turned. Okay, so the game's just saved, but actually I'll just play for a bit more here and see how much of this Aquarius quest we can actually get done. Okay, so I don't see Teresa. She must be still in bed. Let's head over and see if we can't take care of a bit more of this Aquarius quest. So let's see. Oh, actually, I have to go right over there.
What do you want here?
Goodness.
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
Now, Teresa mentioned asking a couple people, although I don't actually see them listed here. So I guess we'll Rathis. Okay, so in here. Pickman, Cornelius, Vincent, Antonia.
Good morning.
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though, so I came here myself.
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry water. And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arse, you pup. Goodbye.
Okay. Let's see.
Bread, fresh bread, bread, rolls, buns, and pretzels for you.
What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Ratai.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? Take care.
Come, get them.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Skalitz.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye. I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
And what would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
I've got nothing to give.
Oh, come now. You say you want the job, so prove it to me.
Mother told me I should go and help. If you don't want my help, fair enough.
That's enough for now.
Take care now.
God be with you.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Oh, that's not bad, but for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
And the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can't see how that would put you off him. What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job, only one who'll stoop to bribing?
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sasau, and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
Cheap armour might come in handy, all right? Done.
Done. As soon as I get the job, come and see me, and I'll tell you all about it.
That's enough for now.
Good luck to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You're here about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm labourer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Scullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then...
Quite the factotum.
I liked them all.
Okay.
Right, I see. So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
Okay, so he'd probably do the latrine.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
Okay. I don't really need to ask them what will I get out of it. They're all kind of desperate.
That's enough for now.
So, we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who'll decide after I report back to him.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand?
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so Pikmin looks like he'll do the latrines. But this fellow here.
My respects to you.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I have no idea what their lordships plan to do about it.
All right. I just thought you might have heard something.
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Look at it this way. You earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... All right, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilt milk.
That's enough for now.
Good luck to you.
Okay. So I need 3 water carriers. So Vincent and that girl. I can't remember her name. Let's see, what's the journal say here? Okay, nothing really. Oh, Cornelius. Pickman. What's this fellow here? Tonda.
My respects to you.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did? But more money?
I wouldn't be Tonda the winch anymore. More like Tonda the stench.
I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure.
Oh, he's a gambler.
And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
So the bailiff didn't really want anybody that would gamble or drink their stuff away.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt. I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. May the Lord watch over you.
So Tonda, no.
Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Okay. Oh, who was this guy? Cornelius.
Bread, fresh bread.
Wait.
Bread.
I want to make
rolls,
sure.
buns and pretzels for you.
I want to ask you something.
Vegetables, fruit, apples,
What makes you so deserving?
cucumbers, onions.
How did you make a
come
living
get
before
'em.
this?
I was the owner of a mine.
Baked goods, fresh
Oh,
from
gee,
the oven.
eh?
Come and get
There's no
them.
hill enough.
That's enough for now.
Good luck to you.
Okay, so. Soothsayer.
Cabbage, cabbage.
Young master,
The good Lord, in his infinite wisdom, gifted me the power to know the fate of men. For just a little coin, I can tell you all the good and evil that awaits you.
Why not? So,
Asparagus that'll
what fate
cut you
awaits
in
me, good
half,
wife?
and cucumbers
Things
that'll
will
cure
get
what
worse,
ails you.
and then
Come
they'll get better.
Get them.
You'll always be going here and there, back and forth. God has his own plans for you, just as he does for everyone, but yours are different. It's written in your palm, indeed it is.
Thank you. Here's your coin.
I thank you, Goodman.
Garlic
There's
soup
not
for the
many who
winter,
treat me as
onion
kindly
soup
as you
for the
have.
spring.
May God be with you.
Asparagus for
God be with
taste
you.
and prunes for what ails you.
Goodbye.
Try them.
Good people, come up close and have a smell.
Okay, so let's go up and talk to the bailiff. I think I've chosen...
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic and more.
Okay, I just need to check one thing here. Hopefully... Oh, they walked off. Okay. So let's go talk to the bailiff. Just pull up my journal here. Tell him who I chose. And we'll finish Aquarius here.
In your dreams.
Bread, rolls and souls.
How's it going?
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her, then?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
Carrying shit.
Can't be done. We've already got enough people for that. Now what?
Okay.
Carrying water. That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ. Good luck then.
Okay, so that takes care of the quest Aquarius. We had kind of a little hiccup there where I was going out to find out what happened to that priest. Although it seems once we actually got sent back to our last save point, I was able to talk Agnes into taking the job. Now, I'm not really sure if we lied about the priest being dead or not, as I can't really recall, and seeing as we didn't get that travel point, everything seemed to work out. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if there are any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.